Hey everybody, it's Chuggaconroy. Welcome back to more Pikmin 2. In the last episode, we completed the Emergence Cave at the Valley of Repose, our first dungeon. And in this episode, we are going to be going to the second main region of this world, the Awakening Wood. Let's go ahead and take off. Guys, get your mind out of the gutter. It's the Awakening Wood, not the Morning Wood. Yeah, I just told you to get your mind out of the gutter. That is hypocrisy at its finest. Oh, I love the environments in this game. They're so pretty. There's even cherry blossom petals falling. Sucker for those things. Wah, 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 wah. Good morning. It should please you to know the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. The confines of my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. You can be tickled, but you cannot think like a person can. Okay, so, instead of healing you, the light now brings up a control panel, which looks suspiciously like Windows. There we go. I don't know. Maybe like if Windows was like on radar equipment, it would. Alright, so we're going to take out our 10 purples here, and you're going to get a taste for how powerful purples really are. We're going to have Louie take the purples. Zoom out the camera, please. Thank you. Okay. I guess Olimar's taking the purples, and I guess Louie's taking the reds. Because I'm going to take out as many as we possibly can. First thing is first, though, actually, before we split up, though. We want to go over here, because over here we have grass! Exciting, isn't it? Well, actually, yes, it is. When pulling grass, nectar pops out. Yeah, I don't know what kind of grass gives off nectar. Maybe some kind of crazy Japanese grass. I don't know. But okay, so he is telling us how to... Why is he... Okay, he is actually explaining something kind of cool right there, though, but it's kind of a tutorial thing, so I'm skipping over it. And, wow, we ended a cutscene just to begin another cutscene. Gee, this sounds like yesterday. Deja vu. Alright, so here he's explaining that Pikmin that have drank in the yellow nectar will turn into flower Pikmin. Pikmin have 3 stages of life: leaf, bud, and flower. The higher up they are on those stages of life, the faster they are, so they don't lag behind you as much when walking behind you. They also tend to trip less often, and they just in general are a lot better Pikmin. Alright, so your goal is you're going to want to get as many of your Pikmin as up to flowers on this day as possible. Crap. Alright, so we have some reds that didn't get any. Alright. Not too bad. Now that we're done with that, though, we're going to split up. I guess now Louie can take the purples, and Olimar can take the reds. We're gonna... Alright, what are we gonna do here? I'm trying to think of what to do. Here we have the introduction of sheer grubs. These are white sheer grubs, which are females. They cannot do any harm to you because they don't know how to fight. Just like real females. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not a sexist. We're gonna have some of our red Pikmin work on these plants here. You might be asking what these plants are for. It's really important, actually. This is one of the best new features they added. But for the time being, we're going to have the rest of these work on this. That there's a honey wisp. That can give you nectar if you hit it, though, but I don't really feel like going after it. So we're going to take our purples over here and check out how easily these things kill these. Look at that. They have like a homing dive bomb attack on these small enemies. And then, for a big enemy, we only have 10 Pikmin. You might be saying, like, oh, that's dangerous. Check this out. Boom, 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 boom. Did not stand a chance. And here we have a treasure. Alright, and we're going to carry this back, I guess. It defaults to whatever color a Pikmin I think needs it the most, if purple Pikmin's carrying that back because they don't have an onion. And here we go! Yet another cutscene. Sorry about all the tutorial stuff, you know, it's still the beginning of the game, so it's still throwing some at us. I'm just trying to get through it as quickly as possible, so I'm not constantly explaining. This is an ultra-spicy berry, apparently. It has some uses, though, but we do not know what they are yet, so the ship asks for us to bring more to it, which is what we're doing. Pikmin that are attacking those plants are going to get those berries, and we better get all those berries back, not just some of them. These berries become harder to obtain later in the game, though, but for the time being, they're quite easy. Let's work on this. This black gate right here is the most difficult type of gate to break down, though, so it's going to take longer, hence why I was trying to multitask while taking care of that. While taking care of business. I shouldn't sing. I know I cannot sing, you don't have to tell me. And Jiggly. I like Jiggly. It's almost as good as Shiny. Alright, so the red berries yielded a powerful potion. This is the Ultra Spicy Spray. So it has some spectacular results. Pressing down on the control pad allows you to use this on your Pikmin. It makes all your Pikmin really fast and really strong for a short period of time. It takes 10 berries to make 1 potion. You can see how many berries you have by pausing and pressing L to see how many you have and how many berries you got toward the next one. Also, though, I should take the time to mention this. The ship was telling us about... He was saying, like, you know, you can hold A and hit buttons on the control pad when I was skipping ahead there a couple of scenes ago. What that does is really important. Like, really important. Sunseed berry is what that's called. Okay, so, holding A... Can I stop getting interrupted? Okay, it's great. We have 10% of the debt recovered. Yeah, screw our company. Okay. What we want to do is, as you might notice, we have some red leaves, some red flowers, and some purples. Let's say we want a specific type of Pikmin. Hold down the A button. Press left and right to change the color of Pikmin, and up and down while holding A, so you don't use your potions, to choose what level you want. So you can choose leaves. Yeah, you can scroll through your different options. So if you're about to throw a Pikmin at an enemy and it's not the color you want, you can switch what Pikmin you're going to throw on the fly like that by using the D-pad while holding A. That is hands down one of the most helpful things for you to know, and did not explain it till now, basically because we haven't had other types of Pikmin until now. So, actually, what are we doing? We want to have our purples working on that. Alright. Whoa, the purples landed on... They landed on top of the gate! What? What the hell? Alright, let's do that. And switch over to Olimar. Let's have him command these guys. And here, we have a new type of enemy. This is the cloaking burrow nits. These things can only eat 1 Pikmin at a time, but if they get to attack, it's almost surefire that they will kill a Pikmin. So they can be kind of dangerous if there is a treasure, but we cannot get that yet. So going over here, we have another new type of enemy. What, you don't see it? Well, in that case, how about we get a little closer? This here is the creeping chrysanthemum. It looks like a really tough enemy because of how big it is. But in reality, it's not that bad. More often than not, it attacks itself and makes itself trip and fall over. It's like Luigi in Brawl. No, it's okay, I guess. It's just not that tough of an enemy. It's really easy to kill. But going over here, we got the cherry blossoms attacking. Yeah, the cherry blossoms attacking is one of the worst attacks ever, especially if you got to be the one to rake them up. Biological senses reacting violently. The readings are ominous. Beast of unknown power lurks in these depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. Sounds is picking up the hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Okay. So, we also want flame-resistant Pikmin. And he's adding, I don't know about flame-resistant Pikmin. Like I said in the last episode, reds are flame-resistant, so you're going to want to have at least some reds, though. But then again, why would you go anywhere without any red Pikmin this early in the game when, besides purples, it's all you have? I mean, I don't know if the game thinks you're stupid, or I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we get all those bears? How are we missing one? Okay, wait. Where is there a berry that we're missing? Where is there a berry? Okay, well, I guess we're not going to be getting that potion today. I'm going to be going into the dungeon, though, because I don't want to waste more time. Don't know why we don't have a... What happened? Okay, hang on. I'm going to be right back. I got to find out what happened to that berry, because there should have been an even 10. Okay, apparently not. I don't know what happened, but hey, I guess I don't really have any choice but to just accept it and go. So, we're going to take all of our Pikmin over here, and we are going to enter this dungeon. Alright, so 82 Pikmin in battalion, I guess, not really in hand. It'd be kind of weird to have 82 things that are roughly your size in hand, but okay. Maybe it's possible with the power of Nintendo logic. Alright, so begins the Hole of Beasts. That was where I was like, I don't know. Don't know what's up with my voice at times. I don't know. A lot of people think I have an amazing voice. I don't really hear it, though, but hey. Not like anybody really has a high opinion of themselves anyway, so I'm no exception to that. Don't have a high opinion of myself at all. Anyway, you want to have your purples up here, and you're going to want to just throw them like mad, because here we have the introduction of purple shear grubs. These are males. They have the ability to actually kill Pikmin, unlike their female counterparts. Purple shear grubs. You do not want to swarm them with the C-stick. If you do that, they are almost guaranteed to kill a Pikmin. And if they snatch something like a purple, that's going to definitely hurt because you cannot harvest those. So, yeah, definitely do your best to defeat them before they can get you. One more. Okay. Nothing. Okay, good. Over here we have a treasure, so we're going to want to get that. No, we're going to want to leave the treasure behind. Of course we're going to want to get that. There's not really anything else to do on this floor, so because we're mainly just waiting here, I'm going to cut. Alright, so we got a directional pad. Yeah, if I had to explain the Nintendo history behind this item, that would be kind of sad. So we have the Stone of Glory. And there is that sound of the invisible radar powering down. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to hear that sound until later in the game. Don't know why you can in this early, but I'm not complaining. We're just going to delve deeper. And go down to sub-level 2. Going down further into the hole of beasts. We have some beasts. They're wild flowers. Yeah, they're not really devastating. When you throw Pikmin that are flowered into a candy pop bud like this, they automatically get powered down back into leaves when they're transformed. So you're going to want to use the A plus D-pad trick to make sure that you're throwing leaves in there, though, so you're not losing an overall count of flowers. Alright, so we're going to get 10 more purples here. Very nice indeed. Right, so I know this is going to be kind of a weird place to end the video, though, but I think we're good to end the video here, though, just because, well, we got 10 more purples, we got kind of far into the second dungeon of the game, plus we had a lot of progress above ground, we discovered red potion, we got quite a bit done, okay? So, next time on Pikmin 2, we are going to be delving deeper into this dungeon. Oh, wait, there is one little thing that I forgot. When you want to crush these, they're going to have nectar inside them. Swarm your Pikmin all over them to get as many of them flowerized as you can. Alright, good. So, those can also contain potions later in the game. They can also contain enemies. Eggs are just random. But, yeah. Anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I guess we're going to be going deeper in the next episode. So, yeah. This has been Chucky Conroy. I'll see you guys then. And this guy sucks for being a leaf.